Hello, and welcome to Full Motion Video with Ken and Will.
Today, we will be your instructors on all things full motion video. See, yours was really bad, but I can't just instantly do really bad, Mike.
Oh yeah, like I'm holding a bunch of papers in front of the mic to make it sound terrible.
Oh god, that was awful. Okay, so, yes.
I feel like the joke works better when we don't open on like a 2020 FMV game.
It does. We probably should have started off with something like Night Trap or something like that, but...
Look up behind you!
Wow, you actually knew that one. Okay. So, FMVs have sort of been on the rise since 2015. Not in, like, Fortnite levels of popularity, but in me levels of popularity. I fucking love them.
Like, enough are being made that they can be described as a thing?
Yeah. So there's one company called Whales Interactive that is publishing these games. And I fucking love them because they put so much effort and they get just the right amount of camp in them.
Nice.
That these games are beautiful. And so this is one of them. This is called The Complex, and it came out.
Wait, is this the same company that makes, like, there's one that's like a murder mystery with a dude that has like an Indiana Jones ass fedora, but they're in Britain and it's like 2016?
So no, but yes. So that game called Contradiction, which is going to be the second game that we're going to be playing on the FMV showcase that I decided to call this.
Very spicy.
Started sort of a resurgence of FMV games and really is what got picked up by Whales Interactive, and a lot of the actors come back in the later games of Whales Interactive's games.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it's fucking in depth. I was poring over information today just to be like, this is really, like, I want to get the history of this going. So this is an FMV game that came out in very early 2020, and I want to preface that very early 2020. Now let's go into it. Early 2020, because it's very important that it's early.
It is nice that, like, basically all of the planet now gets actually power to be like, yeah, that's not how pandemics work.
This game
40
actually
years
doesn't do it that bad.
40 years from now, if I hear someone saying the phrase avoid it like the plague, you know I'm gonna come in and be like, turns out humans don't do that.
Yeah. Well, the phrase avoid it like the plague, yes, I still do that. I don't go outside. I am avoiding the plague like the plague.
I'm continuing to do it.
Did you get blood samples for Kensington's research project?
And you may recognize that actress as a Canadian actress. She is in Letterkenny.
Oh.
Yeah.
They dropped nerve agent on their apartment block. A woman was coming
That's
home
the
from
reason why I
shots.
bought this game. It was just because I was like, oh, I recognize her. I'm going to buy it.
Hi. I'm Amy. You're...
Hello.
I'm Amy. Your long pause.
Are you gonna hurt me?
He's sick, man. He doesn't know. All right, so we got lighthearted or serious.
I didn't have time to choose.
No, it's fine.
We do have time to choose.
Yeah, I turned on choice pause, so it'll
Okay.
just pause for us.
So they just put that moment on to give us anxiety.
Yeah. Well, in the normal portion of the game, you can choose, and your character will do different stuff based on it. But I decided we're doing this over the internet, so there could be some delays, and I don't want to be like, Will, lighthearted or serious, go.
Yeah, especially because, like, what if we're doing a bit? What if
Yeah.
we have to reach a punchline and
Yeah,
I'm like 2 minutes into a
exactly.
joke?
So are we
Look.
lighthearted or are we serious?
This looks like a serious situation.
Listen. Let me do my work and you'll live. Understand? Reese, I need to administer atropine.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to restock the vials.
Supply tent now! It's okay. Tell him, it's okay. Atropine injections worked on everyone I treated in Syria. Okay?
And now more people are fucked.
What's your name?
Isn't it great how shit hits the fan all the time?
Supreme Leader ordered this attack.
We're here to help you.
He's trying to kill us. Those of us who stand against him.
Okay,
Tell me,
that's some drama. We got some bioweapon action.
Yeah, we got some bioweapon ass going on here. Used possibly by the government in no relation to any other country at all.
Woo.
So are we gonna?
Yeah, that's an early 2020 thing. Now saying, oh, the government created this bioweapon is very yikes. Because apparently, when you spread those things, people all decide that there's an anonymous person named Q on the internet who's, like, leaking government info, and then they storm the Capitol, and the president gets impeached a second time?
Yeah. So are we gonna be positive with this person, or are we gonna be more
really
realistic with their
tempted-
chances?
I'm really tempted to see what realistic sounds like.
All right, let's do it.
It's very serious. You're in the best possible hands, I promise.
honesty. It's very nice to hear it for once. Thank you.
Man, she has no faith in government whatsoever. All faith in government is gone.
Yeah, like it's also like it's frustrating when you have people trying to fluff you up. It's like, no, I do not need fluffing up.
The supply
Like every now and again, like I've gone to doctors a few times for like the pain mobility shit, and every now and then, like I've got a doctor now who's pretty good, where like he'll come back and get like nil test, and be like, everything's clear,
Make a decision.
but there's still something obviously wrong with you, so we're gonna run more tests. It's like,
Perfect.
thank you for acknowledging that there is something obviously wrong with me.
Who are we saving, Will? We can only
the
choose
baby.
one. The baby?
The
Okay.
baby.
We saved the baby.
Dima, give me your arm. Dima, please, you have to trust me. This will save you and your baby.
And Tallow dies.
Bonk, bonk.
Reese, how do I save them both? Reese!
And now she's all alone. Because Reese is apparently a fuckwad.
Yeah, I'd like to see this with the occasional establishing shot of a bunch of like suburban office workers clapping from their windows, just completely inaudible to anybody who's actually at fucking work.
We stand on the precipice of history.
Yeah.
Around here, they did
I'm
it at
Dr.
7
Amy
p.m.
Tanner,
and like there's
I'm
a
here
few
on behalf
hospitals
of
in the
Visionary
area, and they're
Natalie
big enough
Kensington to
hospitals
inform
that
you
like
how your
there's
investments
traffic
in that
surges when the
hospital.
shifts change, and I'm pretty sure
We've been
at
using
7
our
p.m.
billions for the greater
no one
good.
was able to hear it.
Yeah.
No one. Everyone was indoors. like, in the middle of
100%
doing
no
work.
fucking way.
Our teams have been working on development projects with some of the country's
Around here,
top
they were doing
scientists.
pots and pans.
Natalie has even
Oh, that's
developed an
fun.
internship program
No one's done
for
it
some of the
around me.
country's
No one gives a
brightest
shit
young
around me.
minds. In fact,
That's
some of our
a
Canarian
relief.
interns are here with us today.
Oh, wee! Is Kindar still a totalitarian state? Human rights violations and all that shit?
Yikes. So he's a corporate asshole. How do we want to respond to his complete and total disregard of everything that we're saying?
Is this guy the boss or like a guy?
This is basically a pitch meeting. We are pitching.
Ah, shit. Yeah, we got to engage.
We gotta engage? Alright, be strong.
Kindor is at peace, but your concern is understandable. May I continue my presentation?
I'm just saying, it's bad PR for us to associate with Kensington if she's dealing with a dictator.
Well, as you've seen, that's simply not the case.
Why is there so much research happening out there? It's a fucking waste of our money and resources.
Kindor is a former British colony, and we're all here trying to help it recover. Seems like good philanthropic PR to me.
And it's a tax haven.
And there's the corporate. And it's a tax haven. Yep, okay.
Nope, mass transit. Here we go.
Yep. Here we go. She's fine. There's nothing. She's just she's a little hungover, that's
Now,
all.
The real reason you're here.
Sure, she just had a rough
Kensington
night.
Complex. Our impenetrable HQ
PRS
of
photos.
laboratories built bespoke to Natalie's specifications by the world.
Like they're the stock photoist stock photos
Deep
ever,
within the
which is
complex
like
is security lab
quite
Alpha,
realistic.
Yeah,
a
which is the
womb
best
of
part about it all. Like, they could have taken their own
There, we
photos,
have
but
something
obviously the people who make this
remarkable
game
in
can't.
development. I'm sure
So they just take
all
the
of
most
news
PR-ass
told you
photos
that
and it makes it
Gordon
look like the
Clover's
most PR-ass
expedition to Mars is
presentation,
becoming
which
a
makes it
reality.
fucking work.
Yes, the first person to set foot on Mars will be British if
Yeah, it is a good
we hurdle
use of the
this
budget.
final obstacle together.
Hey, are you okay?
Aw, what a nice teenager.
Yeah, rough night. Don't do drugs, okay?
You can't fit a hospital.
What a
on
fucking great
10-ton Mars
response.
lander. How do we get around this?
There definitely is a certain amount of camp
Nanocells.
that makes this acceptable.
Stem
Like
cells
it's just
interwoven with nanotech.
like
Once inside a
there
house,
we go.
they
Now I can
migrate to the
now I
site
can
of
engage with the
injury.
game.
There
It
they
sells with
regrow
nanotech in
bone
them.
and
Okay.
generate
If this was
Nanomachine,
full
Cadillac
serious,
son.
then it starts to get
tiny magic
Nanomachines.
bullets.
Nanomachine.
What's your problem?
And of course, the first thing she does is start recording after asking if she needed help.
This is, of
Like-
course, just a mock-up. The real nanocells are still in development.
Also,
and
like, that's not a thing
securely
people
back in the
do.
complex,
Yeah.
but
like if I was an active
once they're
person,
ready,
I would be like, oh,
we can begin regulated
not an
human
act
trials.
a person actively there. It's like, someone
Like-
with the shakes,
Chemical
or maybe
attacks
with
all
a
over the
seizure.
world.
Like this seems like
I
not a
know
filming moment.
Yeah,
nanocells can be
even
miracle
still, if you take into account the bystander... Oh, that's not okay. Even still, if you take into account the bystander effect, the main reaction of the bystander effect is you do nothing. It's not that you pull out your phone to record. And everyone has questions.
Amy, you need it urgently.
Hang on. I have some serious concerns about this.
Likewise. Before my employer invests any more capital, she wants some answers.
Amy, it really can't wait.
Alright, do we field some questions?
to the car
Or do we
now.
leave? This is an important capital meeting.
It's so tough because like now having known COVID, it's the question of like I know what the right answer is. I don't know if the game knows what the right answer is, because why would it? Like, the answer is genuinely field more questions. Like, you're gonna have some difficulties in the opener, but, like, you need the resources and capital as soon as possible to start, like, working proactively.
Okay, so let's field some more questions about our nanomachines.
Yes, absolutely. What are your questions?
What's the catch of this miracle tech? You've made it in a lab, so is it radioactive or what?
What about privacy laws? Are they trackable?
Like, even that line, I would mock it before COVID, but now I know that people are fucking like that.
Yeah.
Like, people think that the vaccine is Bill Gates tracking them with 5G.
Yeah. Alright, so now are we even more dickish? Or do we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's head her.
It's an emergency.
I have to go, but please stay and enjoy the wonderful hospitality. Let's go, Emily.
We need to get you on the scene immediately.
Scene? What happened?
Isn't it great living in a world where our emergency response and the funding to our emergency response is basically hinged on, like, convincing a couple of people to give you a bunch of money who, like, believe that there's, like, satanic rings running the government?
At least they're not believing that you're gonna fail.
We need to get it to the complex.
Okay, why is this our problem?
At least they're not investing in you failing, which, as we've all know, is now no longer gonna be a thing. Well, it might still be a thing in the future, but man, we could destroy that.
God, the thing with, like, GameStonk, which I love that that's what it's called. Please let that be what
was
the
it called?
death of the stonk. GameStonk.
GameStonk. It's amazing.
It's better than another fucking gate.
Yeah.
Don't crash, it's Kensington Tech. Use the drone, Amy.
Yeah, it's better than Hedgegate.
But, like, it really makes it notable, all this, like, we need to do this stuff for the economy, because now it's like, what's the economy? Hey, guys, what's the economy? Please answer.
So, are we gonna go with them in the ambulance, or are we gonna take the drone?
Ambulance? Probably good to have some first-hand knowledge.
Ground. I want eyes on her.
It's also difficult to tell, like...
This is a mistake.
Trust me, I've dealt with this type of madness before. Easy, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this is even worse. Now this has the undertones of, like, secret societies are doing this to seize power, which is even worse.
Oh, Will, this goes so like, I'm pretty sure you can find every single event that happened in 2020, with the exception of probably the BLM movement, in this. All the conspiracies, everything that came up in 2020 is found in some sort of ending in this. And by the way, that is an ending. We found
so
an
we
ending.
just got ganked.
Yeah, going in the ambulance is death.
That's some adventure game ass shit.
Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on with this, and it's great. And so, do you want to do the same options?
Yeah, I don't think. What do you think?
I don't know. It's up to you, man. I have seen, like, I don't know. I want to say like 75% of the endings of this. So I'm pretty much good wherever.
We know this is a former colonial, war-zoney, unstable something place near South and North Korea.
Yeah.
Fictional bonus country.
Yeah.
So I do not think at any point we choose anything that isn't like seriousness and honesty. I feel like all of that stuff can potentially backfire.
That's fair. And then realistic. And we still saving the baby?
Yeah, I think we still saved the baby.
Okay, let's save the baby. We have saved the baby. Do we engage?
I think we tried dismissing.
Okay.
Kindar is at peace. Moving on. The Kensington Corporation is dedicated to bringing hope and new technology
He
to the
just
stares at you like
for us
this.
to associate with Kensington, she's dealing with a dictator.
We're all here to discuss the amazing...
Answer my fucking question.
This guy
Why
gives
has
no
Natalie
shit.
sent a nurse to tell us anything anyhow?
Actually, I'm a doctor.
You know who I am, right?
May I ask you to leave the boardroom, please, sir?
He gets kicked out.
Okay.
Yes!
I'm pulling my fun.
It is unfortunately not 2020 realistic. It turns out when you dismiss, they get angrier, and then they start taking the masks off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a video just the other day of a denier genuinely going from Walmart to Walmart in a city, rubbing the shelves and rubbing them on his face.
Ugh.
Like, it's not, luckily it's not a trend or anything like that. It's probably just the one dude or a few people with the same kind of idea, but like...
Yeah. That's, yeah. So are we fielding more questions?
I think so, because we didn't really deal with anything. We need to give them a bit more info.
Yes, absolutely. What are your questions?
What's the catch of this miracle tech?
I can't skip it, so
You've
something
made it
must
in a
be
lab,
different.
So is it
Other than the
radioactive
dude.
or
The
what?
dude is
What
missing.
about privacy laws? Are they trackable?
Don't worry, we're talking about genetic reprogramming here, so nothing artificial or unnatural would ever go into our consumers' bodies.
What? You're literally putting nanomachines. That's the most artificial shit you could put in. So are we going?
I think we roll.
Alright, let's roll out.
It's an emergency.
Alright, so we need to take the drone.
Let's take that one.
Drone.
Also, this technology is way too nice. All of it is way too nice.
I know.
It does not represent the reality of, like, nurses
What
being
else do we know
told
about
to
it?
wear one mask all day and, like,
back to the complex.
trying to treat patients with, like,
But
an optimistically made
here's
ham
the
sandwich.
thing. They have a shit ton of money. The complex is not like a small hospital. No, it's a corporate fucking research facility. They have money.
So this is like the rich. It's for the rich people. It's not for like
Yes.
everybody.
Yeah. This is like Norman Osborn has cancer and needs to get treated and goes to a weird facility in an unnamed country. Like, that's that level. It's nuts.
Speaking of facilities in unnamed countries, that's another iconic 2020 moment.
Fucking, I didn't mean for that.
Prospect of losing a friend in a strange country. I can empathise with that. Today we need all your field experience, Amy.
This actress has never played anyone nice, I swear to God. Like,
The actress that we just got introduced
Dr.
to?
Whitfield, you got here
the one who
fast.
just shook the guy's hand.
Yeah.
On my tube, like.
Yeah, she's never played someone nice.
Wakefield. Hug.
Let's walk and talk.
So that's the dude that abandoned us.
Ooh.
If you couldn't recognize him without the orange jumpsuit.
So, which legend fed the media the anthrax rumor?
I need to take this.
Was it her? So, do we have a name yet?
Claire Mahek, she's one of us.
Inside job.
No, she must be acting alone. Why else would she take the tube?
Well, Uber doesn't offer a getaway car service yet, so... Look, if we considered the hysteria might actually be valid.
What, terrorism? I highly doubt it.
Perceptive as ever.
Hey, Amy, look. I promise I didn't know you still worked here. If I did, I would have...
Stayed away? Yeah, I'm sure.
Look.
Why are you skydiving? Or bungee jumping, or whatever it is that you were up to?
Because I'm passing through London. I checked my Twitter feed this morning, saw something I could help with. Plus, Kensington wants my expertise again.
Well, she already has my expertise.
I'm not disputing that, nor am I apologising for the skydiving. Guy's got to live.
She abandoned us in the middle of a war zone. So... Like, I don't know how much sympathy that really garners.
Yeah.
You didn't want to run this by me?
2 lifesavers are better than 1.
Reese Wakefield is a deserter.
I know he's let us down in the past, but people change. Emily did due diligence too.
People change.
People
Hey,
change.
guys, can I just
Remember when they said that after the
Just,
first
since
impeachment?
gents.
Oh, this entire thing having come out just before COVID, without knowledge of COVID, is so gold.
It's so gold. Everything about this is pure gold.
I think we go to the office.
Okay,
we gotta work.
We go to Amy's office? Alright, time to work.
Maybe get murdered? I
need
don't
to
know.
take 5 as well.
A girl's life hangs in the balance.
Okay,
Oh wait, was that not the option?
I think I went to the wrong... We went to her office. Whoops. I read that wrong because I forgot their names.
Well composed shots, though.
Oh, God, yeah. Cinematography for this is out the ass.
You're gonna get shot.
Everybody's getting shot.
Bum, 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 bum. You're gonna get shot. Or maybe stabbed.
Reese fucking Wakefield.
That's some strong fucking will right there. So
We found a secret.
someone had their key card reissued. We don't know if she did that or if someone else did that, but it was weird.
You should see the other guy.
I'm glad no one acknowledged that joke.
They gave the joke the respect it deserved, which is none.
A fucking death stare.
Dad, is this my tech?
Yes.
How? I mean, nothing leaves or enters the lab without us knowing about it.
Emily and I will get to the bottom of that. You just get the nanocells, otherwise our life's work's gone.
The leaks, guys. There's leaks from the inside. We need to take care of these leakers.
Batch. No duplicates were made.
And also, she has the master batch of nanocells in her body. So they're not giving a shit about the girl. They only care about the cells.
Oh my god, you guys are serious about your fashion.
No more frumpy hazmat suits.
Pressure suits?
You'll see.
Alright.
Do we change in the cubicle or change with Reese? Are we professionals?
I think we're professionals, especially because, like, no.
Because, like, no?
Oh wait, when you said "Are we professionals?" I thought you meant like we're gonna go into a cubicle.
Oh. I figured we would just say fuck it and get changed. Like, there's no, like, professionalism about it. Like, it's just, we're gonna get changed. Hi, Celajol. Do we peek? We're gonna be professionals, right?
No.
Just don't. Just don't peek. Come on. It's a changing room for a reason. Just don't.
This dude literally already ruined all of his chances.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not even that cute. He needs a good shave.
Yeah, he does need a good shave. Also, I fucking love these outfits, and like this entire thing is so fucking aesthetic. They had to construct all of this from scratch. Like these fucking garden hoses they have on the thing.
Vacuum conditions active.
Something like that.
Echo!
This vacuum acts as the last line of defense to prevent microbes from escaping the lab. The lack of air makes
Just a big old Batman room.
Yeah, it's a big old vacuum. It is a massive vacuum with giant fucking walls. And attention to detail, the walls, although they're giant pieces of metal, don't make any sound.
Well, they are in a vacuum.
Exactly. Do we engage him or do we ignore?
Well, what did he say?
I can't remember. I remember if there's a rollback or not.
Is there not like a...
Is there a rollback?
Is there not a readout? Like a transcription?
I kind of hoped there would be like whatever they said last. Pretty much, if I remember correctly, pretty much he's going to talk to you about Kindar.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, let's engage.
4 years last Wednesday. Yeah, it's been that long.
Just thinking about some of the stuff we saw.
I saw a whole other year's worth after you left.
You know, it wasn't just skydiving. I needed a reset. Try new things.
Learn anything that could help us today?
Hope not.
It's so fucking CGI. It's so fucking fake. I love it.
It looks like they just superimposed elevator doors on.
Yeah. They 100% did. They, like, close-up shot of an elevator closing, and they were just like, that's it. That's what we're gonna use.
No. I kicked all my bad habits.
Vacuum conditions inactive.
Alright, we got dishes, we got microscopes, we got boxes.
We got boxes.
We got boxes.
We got sciencey shit.
Dr. Thomas Malcolm.
We have lab coats in an environment where it makes sense to have lab coats on.
Yeah.
Cool ponytail.
Let me take you to her.
Feels like we're at the centre of those dolls that go inside each other.
Do they have multiple, like, trim options for their scientist coats? That's a little weird.
Maybe it's like Starfleet, where, like, instead of the color of the outfit, it's the trim of the outfit determines rank.
But Starfleet has the excuse of, like, it's a massive, massive intergalactic federation military. Like, as far as I can tell, there's like 20 people who work in this overfunded facility.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of very large empty halls with like 2 people in them.
That's true. I mean, after all, the Enterprise and Next Generation only had 2 toilets on it. Clearly the funding was cut somewhere. That is a Star Trek fact. You can look it up.
There's no off switch, so they're just...
I'd like to imagine that Chief O'Brien, when he isn't able to leave the transporter room and has to take a shit, just like waits until nobody's looking and then beams it into the toilet.
didn't have the authorization to access them. Someone's put them in her.
Just quietly muttering to himself. 2 to beam up, Mr. O'Brien?
No, leave it in, Claire. You need
3
it.
to beam up, you say.
It feels fucking weird.
You a terrorist?
It'd be a terrible one if I was. I did this for Mina.
What's Mina?
Terrorist organisation.
Will you stop that, please?
Look, how many times have we seen a lone wolf release pathogens into the air?
Nanocells aren't airborne. They can only be transferred via blood-to-blood contact.
You know, because they travel through blood.
Answer call.
So it's not as bad as COVID.
Named as Claire
Okay.
Zahek, a Kandarian intern at Kensington.
TV off.
Ooh, that forced smile.
Nanocells?
Not directly. We'd need to extract a large blood sample to keep them active. From there, I'll use that as a roadmap to recreate the master batch.
Seems simple enough. She has plenty of blood to spare.
Not exactly. Her new
Bonus
bone
blood.
matter is consuming her body's resources at an accelerated rate. If I remove that much blood in one go, she'll die.
And if she dies before you extract her blood?
Without a living host, the nanocells will just dissipate.
Au revoir, nanocells.
So either way she dies. Okay. Amy, we're gonna have to go for the option where we retain our asset.
Natalie, I can't just...
I'll get back to you. End call.
Corporations! Gotta love them.
What should we do, Doctor?
It's the bottom line.
Set up for a full blood diagnostic. There has to be a way to get the nanocells out of her safely.
It looks like we have 3 uniforms. We have his
Dr.
guest
Wakefield,
uniform,
please
we have the
replace
2 sub-scientist uniforms that the other 2 are wearing, and then we have her V commander scientist uniform.
Okay. And yet, in spite of all this, they just have, like, a genuine, like, hospital supply co-ass, like, patient gown.
Yeah. Okay? Don't bite me. Whoa! Shit, sorry. A little rusty, you know what I mean? And don't go anywhere.
Who delivered this crate?
Oh, it was here when we arrived this morning.
Well, it's in the way. It needs to be moved.
Who do we want to move it? Dr. North?
Reese.
Reese?
He can get blown up. Yeah.
Dr. Wakefield. Can you move this crate, please?
Fucking assistant. Yeah, I'm okay, lad. You do us a favour? Still gotta deal with this.
I'm in the middle of this.
Cheers, fella.
He's such a little shit, and I love it. Like, I hate him, but I love that he's a little shit.
And...
Dr. North! Dr. North! I'm sorry, my shoulder's playing up. Do you mind?
Does he know?
It goes through literally everyone, and I love it.
Oh my god! Dr. North?
Yeah, he knows.
It's not personal.
He tries to step on him like he's a bug. Ooh, he did a knife flip. They got fancy knife tricks going on this guy.
Reese!
I'm good check on Dr. North.
Alright, who do we attend to?
Dr. North!
Alright.
It's a stab wound in a big muscle mass. Like, it's gonna hurt a lot, but like, you're genuinely just supposed to stay there and put some pressure on it as long as it's not bleeding too heavily.
We're gonna save you, okay?
And... yeah, she dead.
Now the perennial question whenever someone gets stabbed, do these people know anything about how to deal with a stab wound?
Let's see. Because they're doctors. They should.
Because it is important. The knife is still in the wound.
I'm currently the safest person in this room.
Good enough for me.
Why are we in lockdown mode?
It's detecting the poison from the acid bomb. It won't be in the air for much longer.
Thanks for that.
She was an assistant here. So she would know this shit.
Emily, where's Natalie? There's been an incident in the lab.
Yeah, I can see that, and the biosecurity's kicked in.
I need Natalie on the line right now. I don't care who she's with.
Yeah, okay, she's in her office. I'll call you right back. End call.
Okay. You have a moment. Are you gonna treat the stab wound? Okay.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. We'll be back in a minute, Claire. Don't go anywhere.
See, it's the little things that make him such a little shit that goddamn endearing.
Stay kept.
That needs to come out one way or another.
Kensington could have at least left us some of her expensive whiskey. Ah,
Okay, so we're gonna tell a joke or slap him? It's to distract him while we pull the knife out.
Oh my god, they have no idea how to treat a knife wound.
Yeah, they have no idea how to treat a knife wound.
You know, if we're that fucking dumb, let's at least get a little bit of, like, slappage in
All
there,
right.
you know?
ah! The fuck? Ah! Oh! 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 Cold.
It's cathartic as shit.
Okay. What you're supposed to do is, you get bandages. If this is a research lab, they should at least have a first aid kit that has some basic fucking bandages.
Apparently, they didn't have a first aid kit in this lab.
Step 1, you leave the fucking knife in. Step 2, you do these little... You could have torn a shirt and turned it into bandages.
Alright, so are we searching for disinfectant? Yes, you also want to cut off the flow of blood above the wound. But, are we searching for disinfectant? There was some noise, should we investigate that? Or are we gonna rinse this shit with water?
Is it distilled water?
Probably not. It's probably from her, like, you know, travel mug that she drank from this morning, knowing this game. This was before 2020.
Let's search for disinfectant. I want to see if we get stabbed.
Okay.
Wait here. I'm gonna go see if there's something in the intensive lab.
Look, Amy, it's fine. Look,
But yeah, you make little bandage logs. You make a little, like, campfire on each side of it, and then you use a bunch of bandage to, like, hold the whole structure in place.
Yep.
And then you just have to deal with the fact that you have a knife sticking out of your leg until an actual doctor is there.
Yep.
You never pull out the knife. In fact, not that I'm giving people stabbing advice, but if you really want to hurt someone with a knife, you stab them, and then take the knife out, and then if possible, do it again.
So are we going to Claire or are we going to Reese? Knife wound man where we have hydrogen peroxide or going to Claire and talking to her?
Reese.
Okay.
Hang tight, Claire.
It's just like Yemen.
Don't remind me.
Apparently they saw some bad shit in Yemen.
Also, if we're just cleaning the wound, couldn't she have just dropped off some disinfectant and then left?
Because he is a doctor.
Yeah.
Plumbing?
No.
So there was some banging.
That came from the void.
God, you know a fucking game is camp when they say it came from the void.
Amazing.
That's the most camp shit ever. I love it. Oh, man. It's...
What the hell is that?
It must be coming from beyond the walls.
You gotta love the knocking.
Is there any security cameras we can check?
On the computer, but I don't know how. My assistants did that.
Alright, would you mind?
She doesn't know how to use the fucking computer. Look at that fucking tech.
They have so much budget, but no training.
These are the security cameras in the void.
Yeah.
Shit on the
Like, I want to give a shout out to the visual effects artist that turned an actor just going boop 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 into that.
Sound doesn't travel in a vacuum.
For a fucking FMV game.
Shit, they've deactivated the vacuum.
So the void is no longer the void.
No prizes for guessing who the brains of this operation is.
God bless those security walls, eh?
So the brains of the operation is still wearing a helmet because she knows if the vacuum gets turned on, she's
We
dead.
would need unprecedented access to our security systems to be doing this.
Also, why are they, like, doing a deliberately slow, intimidating Mosey?
Because the walls are still there, so you might as well. Your friend is getting the door open, so you might as well have a slow Mosey on.
Too. I knew you were part of something bigger.
This also is...
He was able to tell that they were Kindarian based on the visible eyes and the mouth.
You can't fool me. My racism is too powerful for you.
Okay, so maybe I was wrong. It does include the BLM movement in this too.
And now they're fucking with us. Answer call.
This is a bit of a nitpick, but also if they're able to get all this gear and get all the way in there, why do they just have like a piddly SMG? Like I feel like
because that's what they were able to hide. I don't know. It's the logistics of breaking into a high-tech complex.
In the void, and they're armed.
They maxed out their space on the void suits, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure she knows that. Biosecurity is still enabled, so you are safe no matter what.
Well, unless they open the door with that magic laptop.
I'll get onto this intruder situation.
Oh, well, not that I'm not grateful, but why is lockdown mode still active? The poison from the acid bomb has dissipated and the bioprotector is containing Claire's infection.
It must be detecting something else. The safety of London is paramount. We can't risk a bug getting into the city. Amy, you need to extract Claire's blood, especially if the intruders have come for her. The nanocells cannot fall into the wrong hands.
Well, there's an easy way to prevent that. We smoke Claire.
No!
End call. Wow. Still can't keep your cool under pressure.
She's responsible for this.
That makes no sense. We're only
the conspiracy theories begin.
Extract the nanocells and then kill us by gunfire.
Wow.
Him gesturing and going, she's responsible, has the same energy as people like Ted Cruz complaining about the deep state. Like, Ted!
No, we'd have to ask him ourselves.
You're a Republican obstructionist who's frequently allying with people like Mitch McConnell. If you're not the deep state, who is?
Exactly.
Now that she mentions it.
Yeah.
Yep, gotta put away the dead people.
I love that everyone's kind of dumb. It makes this so much more charming.
That's okay. A good FMV game needs people to have like a little bit of dumb going on.
Coding.
Hacking.
Well, any like character, anything really. Like you can't just make a character who's inherently badass all the time. You have to have flaws.
Yeah. And so having scientists that are just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, and doing weird shit is just
This is how scientists
so
get
good.
killed, you know.
So good. So now he's hacking into the security system.
Best Buy hacked. CIA hacked.
Wait, you shouldn't.
Look, she's got nothing to hide. What's the issue? We're in this
Classic
together.
line.
We need to cooperate if we're going to.
You gotta love that security line. So do we let him or do we tell him not to?
I think we let him hack in. Like, it is a bit of a situation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fuck security protocols.
The intruders in the void have managed to lock every lift and door giving us access down there.
Whatever they've done is caused electrical blips throughout the entire building. There are questions.
Have the security idiots announce an upgrade gone awry? No one can think this Claire situation's any more serious.
Security idiots. Wow. Those are the people protecting her.
Emily, please. 2 people are trapped in that lab with our prized asset. They are our priority. Announce the security upgrade.
Announce the security upgrade is very video game. Like they'll press a button and it's like, wow, now my gun shoots twice as fast.
Well, it's more so, hey, so we noticed that, you know, the lights are flickering and all this other stuff, and there's some other stuff going on. It's all part of a security upgrade, blah, 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 that we should have told you about beforehand, but we don't think about that shit.
Meanwhile, their whole plan, they send in a security tech. He shows up, sees the people in the void suits, and it's just like,
What do you and your friends?
oh, I should probably call the cops.
Yeah.
Mastermind, they aren't with me.
So how did all the nanocells end up inside you?
Isn't that totally obvious? You should listen to Professor Xavier over there.
About what?
Kensington.
So she
Dun,
put
dun.
them in you?
Dun dun.
No. Not me.
Do we give her some morphine?
Why is this a choice? Why the fuck is this a choice?
So we give her morphine?
Yes!
I'm just giving you the option, you know. It's just giving you the option. It doesn't mean you have to be a complete and total piece of shit. It's just giving you the option.
It's like,
Thank you.
It's like all the anti-Asian racism that came with COVID. It's like giving you the option, like, do you want to be mean to someone who doesn't look like you? Yes or no?
I mean, she could give us answers. Who knows? Pain is a powerful motivator. For the record, I don't believe that, and that's just the horrible thing to say in that situation.
Come on. Just
Didn't they,
tell me
like,
what's happening so that I
do
can help you.
research on, like, instances and, like, transcriptions and, like, stuff from torture from, like, Gitmo and stuff like that, and basically, like, cross-reference the found intelligence, and we're like, oh, actually, when you torture people, you just make them say what you want to hear,
yeah,
and it doesn't produce valuable intel. And then they compared it to, like, actually negotiating and, like, trying to keep people's families safe and stuff like that. And in those instances, every time you get good intel.
Yeah. So are we rejecting this call from Kensington? Or are we answering it?
Of course we answer.
Okay.
We need the
Answer calls.
intrigue.
Guys, you were right about the intruders. They've sabotaged the system and have electronically barricaded themselves in the void.
Yeah. Tell us something we don't know, please.
How are they bypassing our security system so easily?
Kensington Corporation's Dr. Vomit.
Don't worry, you'll be saved by
2020,
Reddit.
baby!
You'll be saved by Reddit. It's fine.
He designed the lab. He'll know how to get us out of here.
We've been trying, but he could be anywhere on
No,
the
don't
planet.
interfere with the market.
Parker
You're so
has
sexy.
no
Aha.
communications about who he builds labs for, as long as it pays court.
Speaking of, Welsh Interactive, in Q1 of 2021, so very, very soon, is coming out with a game called Gamer Girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's an FMV game where you play a female streamer. And the code name for it online is Simp Simulator. And I am so here for it. Like, Will, we need to play this game later when it comes out. I need us to play this game.
There are games that are good and useful and valuable for the gaming public.
And then there's that.
And there are games that are just interesting. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be rare or really bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. All right, so are we...
It's gonna make people say every Twitch word and get banned.
Yes. So are we stopping Emily from hanging up to talk to her some more, or are we just letting her hang up?
Let's keep talking.
Okay.
Emily, wait. Please. Give us something. Help us.
Dr. Malkin, the three intruders in the void, Claire, they all infiltrated the complex expertly.
Another country in the space race, or?
Possibly, or they might be trying to steal the nanocells, or destroy them. I'm gonna move heaven and earth to try and get hold of Parker.
Thank you, Emily.
End call.
Whatever they're doing up there, we need to come up with some ideas of our own.
Is there anything else you can do in the computer system?
I can hack the communication lines, get in touch with Parker Kaplani myself.
Okay, awesome. You do that. I'm gonna look for a way out of here. You okay?
Yeah, when someone coughs, you know, it's
Even in lockdown mode, there's always a steady supply of
totally fine.
oxygen.
Oh, whoa? What's this? What's this?
Lost something?
Welcome back, Sleeping Beauty. I need something to get me past that vent cover.
Do we use the delicate or crude method?
Delicate? That's like a $10,000 microscope versus like a $2 scalpel.
I love that you're bringing money into a life or death situation. It's so corporate.
It's just, even in that scenario, I feel like there's that moment of, I'm not just gonna randomly smash like really expensive equipment when I can just jimmy it.
I think honestly that telescope is probably the cheapest thing in the room.
Amy, do you need a hand?
Yeah.
See, even with one leg, Wakefield is the MVP.
Most vanishing person?
Ooh.
Sorry. That
No.
was harsh.
No, I'm proud you've grown some whip. Come on.
What? Did they not have like one other chair in the lab? This is not necessary. You could accidentally step on his stab wound.
Yeah.
You doing?
Good, yeah.
Yeah? Is it? Loosen up.
Yeah.
Nice work, Tenant.
I can't tell if that's a Doctor Who reference or not.
You going in or not?
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Weird
Why
cut.
do movies always have air vents that are like 15 times the size of a normal air vent?
Because it's a fucking facility and people need to crawl through it.
Okay.
Reese, the vent continues behind the oxygen tank.
You squeeze past it.
Only one way to find out.
So do we proceed with caution or do we fucking go for it?
The source of our oxygen? Caution.
I love that it's a fucking option to just go for it.
Some of these are just non-choices.
Yeah, you just die. You just like straight up die. Oh, that's fucking great. So every FMV game needs to have dumb deaths, right? Like that, we can both agree on that.
How do you get the corpse out of the vent?
I think there's something further on.
Tie a rope to the legs?
You have to individually fish out all the pieces that keep getting chewed up by the laser?
Yeah, so apparently you drop down without looking.
Someone's been smashing.
Someone's definitely been smashing. It's sabotage.
Careful.
Oh, it's quite cute, matching wounds. I mean, mine is slightly more impressive.
Mine put both of yours to shame.
I hate her. So, anything else of note up there?
Just a storeroom full of broken glass and...
More noise.
A facility like this doesn't randomly have storerooms full of broken glass.
Yeah.
What's his deal?
There's only one wall left between them and the lab door.
Please tell me you got a hold of Parker.
Negative. I got a hold of the CCTV footage from the past 24 hours.
Okay. Sift through it, see if there's anything helpful.
Roger that.
Yes, be tech guy while we go and just do other things.
Look, I'm gonna go be the protagonist. I need you to do some data entry real quick, alright?
Yeah, so that dude brought the acid bomb in the morning, so, you know.
Wait. Claire got access to the lab?
Is that your master batch?
How did she get that level of clearance on her ID card?
Wait, what were you injected yourself? Why didn't the lab shut down?
The nanocells need time to diffuse in the bloodstream.
I was able to get out of the complex before feeling the effects.
What the fuck is she doing in the storeroom?
Destroying shit.
I destroyed all the duplicate nanocells too.
What? I didn't authorize any duplicates to be made.
So you were just stealing the master batch for employees to replicate?
So there wasn't even a master batch. Like, the only reason they need this so desperately is because she smashed everything. Otherwise, they probably would have just let her fucking die.
Why were you taking them there, Claire?
Go!
Parker.
We got a hold of Parker.
Half true. I was already en route. I get alerted every time shit hits the fan in one of my labs.
We also have the identities of the 3 intruders. Sending them through.
It's the 3 people we saw before.
They're from last year's batch of Kindarian interns.
Sleepers, like Malkin.
Yeah, guys, there's one security wall between them and us.
Oh, are we just gonna drop sleeper cells in?
Yeah, we're dropping sleeper cells in there.
I need 10 more minutes to study these blueprints. That lab was built to contain world-altering alchemy, so excuse me if backdoors weren't part of my thinking.
Amy.
End call.
Reese.
What? Do you want to listen to a fucking bullshit about nanocells again? We've got 10 minutes to think without all that shit.
I just love that she's constantly in the background just saying things and doing things.
Just having a normal one in a tube.
Yeah, just having a day in a tube. Man, if it were me, my back would be getting sore in that tube. Like, I would have to shift positions all the fucking time.
What is it?
Just watch.
Careful, Amy.
Always.
Yeah, super fucking careful. I wonder if she has that option when you just, like, smash the vent with a microscope. Be careful! Always. I'm always careful.
Wait. Oh.
And that's why we use PPE, ladies and gents.
Yeah. Yeah, very important. Very important. Always have that coverage. At least she didn't bite her. Like,
2 files.
Yeah, that's something.
Like Reese thought she would.
Picnic. Which one do you want to watch?
Kensington or Picnic?
You know, I remember the old internet where you couldn't just, like, stream porn. Anything incriminating is in the Picnic folder.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Picnic.
Look! You've forgotten the wine but remembered your phone. Typical.
Mina's mad at me these days. Well, I'm sorry I forgot the wine, okay?
Yeah.
Brought onion bhajis, egg mayo, tomatoes.
Claire takes too many selfies in London.
Not that much. Look, I'm showing the surroundings. Look how pretty this grass is. Come on, let's take a picture. Look at the camera. Smile.
Yeah, enjoy that. That was a jump scare and a half right there. Just sudden shift.
Someone edited that together.
Yeah.
I think my mind's been feeling the same thing as yours, so do you really...
Someone edited that together to be that exact jump scare. And now we have the context for this.
If this gets out, we'll be answering to the UN.
Kensington, Ma. What's the problem? We quashed uprising villages, and you got human trials to assess your technology. 2 birds, 1 stone.
But 3 whole villages.
Your scientists need not know how the data was acquired. The Supreme Leader is a man of discretion. We trust you are the same.
Certainly.
Make sure of it. Or we will.
Goddamn Southeast East Asian generic country. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah. There's no word you could say. It's just yikes.
On a related note, I don't know if you remember this, the governor of Nevada offered up, what was I going to say? Offered up, I'm having the weirdest brain fart. Why can't I remember this? The fucking, the casino one. We played a game where it's the apocalypse and you're going around in it.
Fallout?
Vegas, that's it. The governor of Nevada, like, offered up Vegas as a, what was I gonna say? Like a control group? And basically all of the scientists just responded being like, that's not how that works. You're literally just gonna get everyone in Las Vegas infected for no reason. No, go on lockdown.
Oh, that's amazing.
Natalie's.
That's... Does he know what a control group is?
She had no idea. I'll put it this way, like...
That's so rich. Are we answering the call?
Yeah. Gotta have that political intrigue.
Reject call. Amy, we need to take a minute to think about this, okay?
I'm fine, I promise.
Hey, look. I know a rash decision when I see one.
Are you not going to expose Natalie? After what you've just seen?
We need to deal with our current predicament. Plus, I really need the toilet again. Would you believe this isn't the weirdest place I've taken a shit?
You need me to stay and help you?
No, you're fine, you're spared.
I'll be sitting outside.
This reminds me of the one time off stream we were playing Blood Wine. You guys killed like 3 different people and shoved them all in the toilet.
Oh, it's so fitting too.
No, you do the right thing, you always do.
Oh, that's great.
A habit I wish I had.
Well, it might have rubbed off on you if you'd stuck
And like, we didn't even kill some of them. Some of them we knocked out and then threw out the castle.
Yep.
Which means that they just landed and died.
Saving someone was the right thing to do if it condemned them to a life of pain. It's too much for me. A coward isn't the man for you anyway.
That wasn't your call to make. We were a team.
I just want to take a moment to point out, it's eugenicsy as fuck to be like, have someone live in a lifetime of pain, or kill them myself right now.
Yeah.
That's definitely my decision to make.
Yeah, exactly. And he couldn't deal with having that decision thrust upon him, which is why he deserted. Which is like, okay, alright, fair, but... so do we want to find out more or ignore this chick who's giving up information freely?
What seems like the wisest option?
Enough with the wisecracks, Claire. I'm not in the mood.
I know how you feel, Amy.
You lost people that you love. My feelings are trivial compared to yours.
The sense of betrayal.
Come on, give us a break.
Aunt Natalie. It was a dream come true, getting an internship here. A village girl from Kindar, coming to London, to work, to live, to love. Funny story. On my first day here, I was super late because I thought there was a station in the complex. Turns out I was looking at the tourist tube map with disused and unfinished stations.
Yeah, that's right. The half-built station under the complex.
Tabitha Green's.
We're so far underground, we must be right on top of it.
Adventure sequence, adventure sequence,
Adventure
adventure
sequence.
sequence.
Adventure sequence.
What did I say?
We can't go across the void. We tried going up into the vent, but we haven't tried going down.
Compared to the first run, which ended in about 10 minutes, we're pretty deep at this point here.
Yeah, the only other really fucking obvious one that will get you killed that I can remember is just going for it when you're in the vent and you just get creamed by a laser. Yeah, so do we use chemistry or do we use force?
Chemistry? That sounds way cooler.
Yeah, it's way cooler.
You're gonna have to get your hands dirty.
Not necessarily.
We making a bomb, baby!
We're at the lowest point of the complex, so Tabitha Green's must be right below us.
Yeah, okay, Amy, but there's a toilet in the way.
Not for long.
Potassium. Amy.
My favorite ever chemistry lesson was when the teacher put a small piece of potassium in water.
Yeah, that'll fucking do it. That's a lot of fucking potassium. That's not how that reaction would go. If she just dumped it like that while looking down, that would have literally burned off her face.
Yeah.
It is an instantaneous foom, even with the tiny piece of potassium.
Big question.
Yeah, but
maybe
also,
if it was lithium or sodium, but like...
Also, big explosion. It was effective. Apparently it went through all the piping.
Yeah, there we go.
Do we drop something big, something small, or drop Amy?
It's so tempting.
I know, right? I know.
I think we drop a big.
Okay, let's drop a big.
Hey, Reese.
I thought that was just gonna be a big piece, not literally a goddamn body.
It's a big.
Easy does it. Should have used his ponytail. He'd be at the bottom by now. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, he's still alive. And we're slowly lowering him into the hole. That wasn't even a Wilhelm. That's like the next level of Wilhelm scream.
Nice.
That was a yerg.
Yeah.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, two birds, one stone.
They're going to shoot their way in.
Their bullets won't dent these doors. They were built to withstand much more than that. The Void's last resort defense mechanism is the kicker. When it detects a rogue
I'd like to imagine that the guy, like, burns through most of his ammo, then realizes he doesn't have another clip, and it's just like... Oh shit, do we actually have a usable gun to kill these people?
I like the idea that it's inside of his suit. So he's like... Oh, fuck, he empties the clip and it's just like...
Guys,
I can't take off the suit, I need to, like...
Parker, what options have we got?
While Parker was accessing the lab security mainframe for bypasses, we saw records of who gained entry in the last 24 hours.
Claire entered using someone else's ID credentials.
Yours, Amy.
That's impossible. I've got my ID card right here.
Amy didn't help me. I snuck into her office and I copied her credentials off a computer. You're the
Hey!
You don't have a voice.
That's what we saw this morning.
Look, we know about Kindar.
Reese.
We have proof. Lots.
Nonsense.
Look, the intruders are Natalie and Kindar's way of making sure that we die with their dirty little secret. We know that you hack your own security, Natalie.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, your cybersecurity sucks. Even Reese hacked in easily.
See, that actress is never the good guy.
Yeah,
Never.
Isn't an
never.
employee here, is he?
It's always someone nasty.
He spent the last few years bouncing between pharma companies around the world. A mercenary.
Isn't she in a bunch of like more recent BBC-ish stuff, like with Black Mirror and other like British studios?
Yeah, 100%. So do we continue our the accusation fest and just throw some more accusations out there, or do we refocus everyone on the task at hand?
We should probably say as much as possible before we get shot.
So continue accusations?
Yeah.
Emily, I thought you said that you did your due diligence. Slack on your part.
Seriously?
Our access to Kensington Corporation is only second to yours, Natalie.
That's ridiculous. I'd never. Even Parker showed up unannounced.
Don't drag me into this.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you work for anyone who pays your quote.
All I know is that
How does everyone know this? Is this dude a famous, like, base builder?
Look, we aren't traitors. Help us. Stall them. Do something.
Amelia, regardless of what we think of each other right now,
You're one of my closest friends.
Parker?
So we're trusting these guys now?
Yes, we are.
Can the void jam electronics?
Negative.
Could you reinitialize the vacuum? Two of them aren't wearing helmets.
I can't. They've locked us out.
Reese could. His computer down there is hardwired into the system.
All right.
Head explodey death. Head explodey death. Head explodey death.
We know what we want.
Oh yeah, I want some Total Recall action.
Alright. So, are we going to the door to investigate, or are we going to Claire, who is clearly having an attack?
I think we go to Claire.
Okay.
I think, just maybe.
What's going on, Claire?
Something wrong. My heart. Are you going to wear a mask?
I trust you.
Hey, COVID.
Yep. She knows that it only transfers by blood-to-blood contact. So that's, something. So long as she doesn't spit on her, she's good. I wonder if they had, like, fake keys on there while he was doing that.
Okay, tense
Parker
moments,
tell you how
tense
to turn the
moments.
vacuum back on?
Come on, do him like Arnold.
Not so smug now, are you?
You're losing oxygen.
We're not out of the woods yet. All right, they're still unlocking the door. 1 down, 2 to go.
I love that person's not helping them in the slightest. Not being like, you fucking dumbasses, go put your helmet on.
Okay, you bastards.
Man, she must be fat fingering those keys so hard in those gloves. Oh, he shot his buddy. And The other one.
Why?
So he could have her oxygen, I guess. Because they had walked across the void without their fucking helmets, because they're idiots.
I could have sworn I just saw him shoot her through the mask.
Yeah, it may have been how the actress reacted or something like that, but...
Call Natalie Kensington.
Okay, answer call. Oh.
Why are they suddenly acting like they're allies?
We saw the lab door didn't open. Good work,
I-
Mayfield.
Appreciate the guidance, Parker.
Because...
Wait, Natalie.
I don't know.
There's still an armed intruder out there. Parker, what else do you have for us?
I could go full 90s internet, unplug the lab, plug it back in. That would kill lockdown mode and the vacuum for 60 seconds.
It's like there's bad guys doing bad things, but there doesn't seem to be any actual motivations for
He's
things.
standing right outside the door. Fucking security
Yeah.
sprinters wouldn't make it down before he wastes us.
And that's where the multiple playthroughs comes in.
Okay, well, when could you do this?
Whenever you're
When you get Claire's blood.
Fuck, Natalie.
Yes, I know.
It will kill her, but she's gonna die anyway.
She'd be sacrificing herself to save
Millions. Think, Amy.
Millions of dollars!
Why is she going think Amy
This has
and
been our
not
lives for
think
the past 4
Claire?
years. We're not the
Yeah,
only
it should be
country
Claire's
trying for
decision.
I'm not a murderer.
You're a monster, Kensington.
Just take
Wait,
it
I thought
back,
there was
Amy.
some kind of
Time
pandemic
is
thing.
running
This is
out.
because they
Deal
have a
or
special
no deal?
nanocell thing that they want to develop?
Yeah, so there is no global pandemic going on in this, and it's not a threat of a pathogen getting out that will kill everyone like COVID. It's
Oh, this is literally just a fucking pharma war.
yeah, this is a pharma war. I just really liked it because it came out in 2020 and it's about a pathogen potentially getting out. Because it's nanomachines that kill a person, basically, because they're not programmed right.
Well, in that case, no deal, I guess, because, like, the stakes are not the same.
Yeah. No, it was literally like developing nanomachines to help support people while they go to Mars.
End
Weird
call.
shit. Weird shit.
Yeah.
We're trapped in a corner here, Amy.
There has to be another way that doesn't involve killing Claire.
There isn't. We're trapped.
Yeah, by Natalie. The lab's in lockdown mode because she ordered it. There's no other chemical threat outside of Claire's bioprotector.
Yeah, there is. Actually.
Boom! Twist!
Dun dun!
How?
Should have brushed up on my needle handling.
So basically, he had blood on his gloves, and then the stab wound he covered with his hand. And that's how it gets into your system.
It won't be long until I'm like Claire.
Fancy.
And eventually the oxygen will run out, so Parker's crazy plan of opening that door is our only hope.
You've changed your tune. Maybe Natalie will rescue us.
Yeah, you want to bet? All the evidence of her actions in Kindar is down here. The nanocells are our only leverage. Take her blood, however much you need.
Claire, give me your arm, please.
I thought you were different.
Claire, your arm.
Tell me honestly. Can you save me?
Positive or honest?
Yeah, honest.
There's almost no chance of it. Your internal physiology is completely changed, and I can't predict what's gonna happen.
You're weak.
Look, I don't even know if I'm gonna survive this. But if I do, I promise.
Stop! I've got enough.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't stick it in. That's what she said.
Reese.
Just close the bioprotector. Claire can live to fight another day.
Why didn't he say that before we had that entire
By the time I
exchange?
contributed an escape plan.
What?
While Parker was talking me through the vacuum
Jeez.
leak, I realised that a full lab...
This guy is the worst.
Need those pricks upstairs.
But if you reset the lab, they'll be alerted.
That's where things get creative. I hacked into the lab security camera and recorded the last 3 minutes of you preparing to extract Claire's blood. I can output that 3 minutes of footage onto the
Okay.
security feed.
So less of a fucker. There was a plan.
Yeah, he did have a plan.
How did you come up with this?
Sorry,
Why didn't he just tell her?
Okay.
Because then you would
Why
have
didn't
the
they just
security camera footage of that? I don't know.
And why are you sticking in the second
Or
person?
also, maybe he thinks that she's a terrible actress.
I'm infected. As soon as I step into the void, that heat flash will trigger.
Maurice, you've lost it.
If I die in here, lockdown mode ends and he gets in. If I die out there, so does he, and you have a chance. I've been the weak link. It's time to become an asset.
So do we
Take
stop him,
Claire,
or do we accept
run.
his plan?
Yeah, let him do it.
All right.
Solid plan.
Save her.
Heroism.
As far
Heroism.
as far as we know, both of you are like going to die.
Yeah.
We can't help you.
No, look, I chose this, okay? That's how you make a life. Every single choice along the way counts.
Oh, it's a commentary on the nature of the game.
Yeah, even the one where you choose to help a person who is very clearly in pain or just let them suffer.
Beach. And Kindle. To face it. That woman was there. Demo. She's just playing with a little girl. She called her Amy.
Oh. Oh, well, that's nice.
For leaving you.
If you choose the other one, the other dude is there practicing soccer. Small things.
Get back.
That's a lot of blood.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to kiss anyone carrying a life-threatening pathogen?
Not before 2020.
Appreciate the sentiment.
I still think the weirdest thing is that when 2020 hit, people's greetings weren't bye, it was stay safe. Like, holy shit.
Wait!
Bonus
What
twist?
is it, Claire?
Switch places with me, Reese. At this stage, you have a far better chance of surviving than I do. Come on. You have all the evidence against Kensington. Make sure the world sees it.
No, Claire, I'll do it.
Drop it. The bioprotector will stop the lab detecting your infection, and you two can escape.
So who do we sacrifice?
Come on!
Claire has made a very genuine practical point.
So we go for the very genuine practical point?
Yeah?
I promise we'll expose Natalie, and we'll share your story with the world.
Thank you. I can't beat the fuck out of this thing.
Ugh. That was just some bad makeup on that. He's acting like the dude from the first Men in Black movie who's possessed by the cockroach. Just kind of the jittery movement. I fucking love that movie so goddamn much.
Did you do that, Parker?
No. I'm sitting here.
Flirting with your secretary.
And now you get to be in a tube.
Everyone gets to be in a tube.
Everyone gets a tube. It's a bit of a delayed reaction.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Chemical threat detected.
Is she just standing there with the door open?
Well, yeah, it's no longer a vacuum. But the heat flash probably should close the door for her. I think she did. No, she didn't. She's an idiot. She's a fucking idiot. She's an absolute fucking idiot.
Security lab alpha system reset.
I was like, oh well, you know, it's got air in it. It's no longer a vacuum, so it should be fine.
Also, what if the guy was near the door while they were doing that slow waddle out and just bum rushed them and ganked them both?
Right?
What was that? Nothing?
Three minutes.
So the system reset and it's now a vacuum.
Neat.
Amy's got a gun.
And a machine gun.
And the Reese the ever practical.
If the heat flash was enough to vaporize bodies, it should be enough to render those guns unusable, if not discharge their ammo.
We have to change out of our lab suits.
Don't think about that.
What is it?
That is a very valid point, and fuck you for making it.
I'm gonna go to the disabled toilet and grab the fold-up wheelchair, okay? Change quick.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are there multiple toilet options?
Well, there's a toilet on either side of the tube.
I guess?
Look at right side.
Best security ever.
Emily wasn't bluffing about the security team.
Best security ever. Check your corners, people. Check your goddamn corners.
Okay.
That's not even
Exit out the
corners.
back of
That's
the
within your
building.
sphere of vision. The elevator's only a meter recessed from the wall.
Look, it's a video game, and we all know that sight ranges in video games don't work.
But it's an FMV! You could have just made it realistic!
Let's finish what Claire started.
What's the player gonna do? Walk in the wrong spot?
And she did. She actively did stop.
I guess 3 minutes wasn't long enough.
We know Wakefield has nanocells in his system. Hand them over and this can end without bloodshed.
Well, that's clearly bullshit.
Just do it, Amy.
So do we reason or aggression?
I don't think they're gonna listen to reason. I think it's time for Big Daka.
Big Daka.
What if I shoot him right now? Then the nanocells are gone forever.
Steady. We need Reese alive.
Yeah, Reese wants to stay alive too. Amy?
This is a mistake, Amy.
Bluffing, right?
Oh, come on, Amy. You're not really going to do this over a few Kandarians.
Fuck you, Emily, or the greater good?
What do those mean?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You know what? Fuck you, Emily.
Fuck you, Emily. That's not how guns work. Okay. That was the most bullshit squib ever.
The fuck! Oh god!
Oh, and I after all that, we get an epilogue.
Hello, I'm Dame Natalie Kensington.
She is now a dame. She was knighted.
For the advancement of medical technology. Our breakthrough nanocell treatment was crucial to Gordon Grosvenor's Mars landing and has revolutionised the treatment of war zone injuries. Today, our medical tech becomes available to you and your family in all British hospitals. Global medical care begins here.
Poor Reese. Poor Reese.
Spicy.
Yeah. So that's the complex. There are a lot of different endings. One of which,
One of which we encountered rather early.
One of which is you dying. One of which is you falling down a hole.
One of which is you getting lasered.
Yeah. One of which is you pulling a gun on Kensington. And man, does that feel cathartic as fuck.
That's be spicy.
That's pretty spicy. But okay, that was an hour and a half. That was an hour and a half of that.
Yeah.
So
that was some quality content.
That was some quality content. Would you like to move on to the second of our FMV showcase then, Will?
Well, we did start kind of late and I got laundry to do. It might be best if we save that for the start of maybe next stream. What do you think?
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. In which case, do you want to see us get incinerated by a laser?
Yeah, let's get lasered.
Let's get lasered. Okay, we'll move forward real quick. We'll move forward really, really quick. All right.
I'm Team Doctor.
All right, and let's be realistic, because why not? I don't even know who we chose to save there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just hitting tab, so it chooses an option.
It's an emergency.
So we take the drone, and then... You know what, let's follow Reese, because I like the follow Reese option.
Nat, I need to take 5 as well.
A girl's life hangs in the balance.
She doesn't care.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Wait, what? Did it just go to our office? Damn it, it just went to our office. Okay. So we'll just do the change with Reese, because fuck it, we've already done it. Just don't peek, because someone's getting changed. Come on. Engage in some nice light conversation.
I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We can kill ourselves that way too, actually. The poison goes off in our face and we die.
Oh, neat.
So we did Dr. North last time. I'm just choosing all the options. Slap them. Couldn't resist that.
Can anyone hear me?
Go to Reese.
Hang tight.
Cooperate if we're gonna survive.
Let him hack in.
Go ahead.
Give her morphine because we're not fucking monsters. Answer calls. Stop Emily from hanging up.
Emily, wait.
And then the delicate option. I'm pretty sure the crude option is she bashes it with the microscope and then falls on the glass and hurts her hand that way and she never gets into the vent. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Because she grabs another chair, not standing on Reese.
Always wished I was taller.
And then fucking falls over and onto the broken glass of the microscope.
Alright, we ready for this? We ready for some lasering?
Let's see some lasering. The dumbest fucking option.
Let's get lasered!
Reese, the vent continues behind the oxygen tank.
You squeeze past it.
Only one way to find out.
Go for it. Wait, what? Aw. She just cuts her hand that way. Never mind. Lame.
I wanted lasering.
I wanted lasering. All right. Well, that wasn't an ending, so we'll just keep going. Find out more. Chemistry. Drop Amy.
Well, here goes.
Oh, he's alive. So we don't drop ourselves there either. God damn it.
What kind of adventure game is this?
Debris or kick, Will?
Debris!
Debris!
You just open the fucking box.
Oh, I love that. It's just a couple of things that she grabbed and just threw in his face.
These fights are so hilarious
They're
sometimes.
so good. Like, it literally goes to the part where the dude actually, that dude that they're dropping did like a knife flip in his hand while being like restrained by Reese and shit. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then it just goes to random bullshit. Go.
Look, you can't underestimate the panic jab.
It's true. It's true.
Aye, so it's fine.
Okay.
Whose side are you on, Wakefield?
Let's continue some accusations. Is there anything that you would like to change?
I don't know. I'm trying to. I want to see a gnarly death.
You want to see some gnarly ass death? All right.
And
Honest.
Stop.
what?
And twist and twist and twist and twist.
Accept
and twist.
it.
Wait.
Another twist.
Sacrifice Reese. I think this goes to a gnarlier death.
Come on.
No, Claire. You're under our care. It's our duty to do everything we can to save your life.
Please, listen to me.
Reset the lab, Dr. Wakefield.
He does all of his code stuff. In fairness, he gets shot before he gets incinerated.
Did you do that, Parker?
Nice.
I'm not sure what
I'm sitting here.
the better option is in that case.
Chemical threat detected.
And she still doesn't fucking close the door.
Yeah.
Heat flash initiated.
Oh, he gave us a wink. That's cute. Okay.
Security Lab Alpha system reset complete.
Nice work, Dr. Wakefield.
All looks good to me.
Yeah. She's going to get the nanocells. Well done, Amy.
I wouldn't have.
What was that?
Nothing?
Three minutes.
So a lot of this is pretty much the same. But there's going to be a key choice later on. And also, no one to remind us to take the better gun.
True.
I'm gonna lift your legs, Claire. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, easy. Okay, got it? I'm gonna change back into my clothes too. This lab suit will draw too much attention. I can't stand. I'm gonna run to the disabled toilet. They have a fold-up wheelchair. Just stay here.
Well, at least she managed to remain in the chair without any support. That's
Have you
kind
ever
of
fired a gun before,
good. Calming or antagonistic?
Amy?
Calming.
Okay.
More times than I wish. Warzone life.
Ever shot someone?
No. No, it was mainly panic fire, but I know how to pull a trigger. Good enough?
Not really.
I know how to shoot a gun. I don't know how to shoot a gun well. Does that make you calm? Are you calm now?
Let me actively inform you that I can't aim well.
Let me actively inform you that in a firefight I will panic.
Just as good the second time around.
It never gets old. It never fucking gets old.
I love that their response is also, oh man, they weren't bluffing about the security team. Like,
the 3 guys.
Natalie's office is up there. She has to pay for what she's done.
No, that's for MI6 to do.
Yeah, because escaping really worked it well for you last time.
So we go to her office instead.
What the fuck? Security footage.
Trickery by Wakefield. He's good.
Yeah, he was. Natalie, step away from the panic button under your desk.
Amy, I can sense you want to negotiate. Claire, are you okay?
Fuck off.
What do you want?
For someone to be accountable for all this.
Do we raise the stakes or do we raise the stakes, Will?
I take it that's the direction.
What option do we choose, Will? Do we raise the stakes?
Fuck Emily.
Raise the stakes.
I think we raise to the left.
Whoa.
Amy, what are you doing?
Amy.
Dr. Malkin and the 3 interns were sleepers, activated by the Kindarian government. Claire's actions threatened to expose the human testing their leader allowed Natalie to do on villages that opposed him.
You are making very outlandish claims, Amy.
What makes you think that anyone in this room had anything to do with this?
Only the people here have the power to facilitate that level of infiltration.
You're right. Emily hired Malkin and selected the interns.
What? How can you question my loyalty? I went to Kindar to cover your tracks.
Admit it. Admit it.
I like that she tried to throw Emily under the bus one last time, just to see.
But it was all in the name of this miracle tech. Can't you see that?
She's behind all of this. Kill her.
Why are you discounting Claire? Maybe she paid us all in the name of her supreme leader.
More likely the supreme leader has bought you, Parker.
Amy, you're not a murderer. And you did hire Malkin.
Man, don't you just love when it all just falls to shit?
This ends here.
Who do we shoot?
Why is herself an option?
Excellent question.
Emily's in charge.
Natalie's in charge.
Natalie, right.
Yes.
Natalie. The one with the... I don't know. They've said their names like 6 times throughout this game.
I know, right?
What you say?
I thought she was a bad shot. Apparently not. She just fires when she's
Like-
panicking. She's not panicking now.
How much money was Kindar paying you?
Like, that's a pistol. It's surprising that she was able to take down a moving target in one shot.
Yeah.
Who are you working for?
You ready for some fucking twists? Also, look at that corpse. That's some good corpsing.
I cut a deal with the Secret Service once I found out about Natalie's actions.
She knew all along!
Anything that happens in the lab, I know about. I found out that Natalie had made duplicates of the master batch, so I informed MI6, and they were going to arrest her once I delivered the nanocells, in the interests of public safety. And then you happened.
No organization would use technology this powerful solely for good. It's not how the world works.
After what I've seen today, I think you're right.
So do we kill Claire, or do we keep Claire alive?
Well, if we're bad guy, we have to keep Claire alive for the nanocells.
Yeah. So are we bad guy and we're keeping her alive then?
I think we're a bad guy. I think we're a bad guy and we're keeping her alive.
I promise, the world will know about you and your family.
In fairness, that probably killed her anyway.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot. I'm with MI6. I'm gonna grab my identification. See?
Making a lot of real sudden movements.
Yeah, I know, right?
I have evidence Natalie Kensington committed human rights violations in Kindar. Arrest me, do whatever, just make sure the authorities see this.
All it takes is the services being in on it.
Yeah,
Just
I know,
that
right?
guy.
I know, right? So was that enough death for you?
Yeah, we got some good blows, some blams, some squibs going off.
Yeah, I like this ending. I just like that it was like she was in on it the entire fucking time. That's fucking great. Like she knew about it the entire time, was trying to expose her. But then someone else also had a plan to expose her. Like, fuck.
Well,
All right.
I gotta take a racehorse piss.
Yep, we're gonna be ending the stream here. Next stream's gonna be Mass Effect Monday. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be doing cruel stuff. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.